in 1 month I got 10 listings. I think I'm gonna close 40, by the end of this month I'll be 40 deals. So there's a difference when you see someone in the office doing really well and they envy them. But if they can switch the envy to an admiration, to admire what they're doing, then it's a positive feedback for me, and I work harder and they work harder, and it's a positive thing that builds up. It's not a negative.
Steven, thank you so much for accepting this invitation, and it's always a joy speaking with you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
And I gotta tell you something about Steven. I've known Steven for many years. Steven was a little kid, and it is so impressive, to have seen the development of your life, the development of your career, because there's extremely few agents in the world. I'm not just talking America, but in the world that have shown the consistency of high production for all these years. And then I look back and I never get tired of saying this to people because I'm very proud of what you have accomplished. And you're a young chickaroo still, so there's a lot of great things. So tell me, Steven, what was that biggest reason that got you interested in getting into the real estate business? Because I know there's people out there that are watching this and they're wondering.
Well, I'll start off with, how I met you. I was 9 years old, and we met at church.
And I was 19.
Yes. We met at church, and the biggest thing in my success is always going to be God, because I give my time to God teaching kids, and I give my tithes and offerings. I think that's the biggest. I know that that's the biggest part of my success. Number two is, when I met you, I come from a really humble home. 7 brothers living in a 2-bedroom apartment, and then seeing someone like you driving a nice car, dressing well, having a nice family. So I knew I wanted something like that. So the example that you gave me is what pushed me to get into that. I remember I was 15 years old, and I asked if I can come and work for you in the summer. And you said, sure. So that helped me get into what this real estate business is about. When I went to work with you, I went back to school. I took accounting. Back then it was typing instead of keyboard. I took business classes, business English, business law. So I wanted to be ready for real estate. And that's what got me into this business, because I saw the example of you, Ernie, Rico, and Jonathan back then. So that's what helped me get into the business.
And it's interesting that you say that, because sometimes people have the tendency of thinking that because of their poor background, not having had, what people call life breaks, that they're doomed, that there is no bright future. But I've seen you since you were a kid, knocking on doors, right? Selling oranges. It's just an amazing story, and we should do a movie one day.
We should do a book.
A book, yeah, a book for sure, right? Yeah. How has the building of skills, how important has that been in your success in this business, Steven?
When I first started, I didn't know how to say it, when to say it, how to say it, and the little bit of training that we had back then, with Floyd Wickman and Jerry Bresser, I used to come in and just role play with Adrian, Max, Hugo, all the guys that we used to partner up with, and just train over and over, because we didn't know what to say. Mike Ferry, we went to the retreat, he gave us stuff to learn, but the biggest one that really helped me was Floyd Wickman and Jerry Bresser, because they taught me how to say it at the right time and what to say. After the skills kicked in and I was able to feel really confident, then it was just a second nature. It was something that you're not born with it, but you learn it. You learn it, and now I feel totally confident that I can reach out to a script that I've learned and make it my own, not sound robotic, but make it my own, and then learn the process.
Do you remember flying to Florida and us going back and forth with questions, answering a question with another question?
Yeah. I think that was a Mike Ferry thing.
But it was part of the makeup, part of the development. How do you see yourself now compared to that first day that you got that license, you were excited about getting into the business? Tell me about the Steven now compared to that Steven.
Okay, well, let's start with the Steven before. When I first got my real estate license, you know, I went through a challenge. I was gonna have a little boy, a baby. Donna was pregnant, 9 months, my wife. And then I went to the crash course. And then during that same time, within a week's time frame, I went to go take my exam, and a guy has an epileptic attack right next to him.
Oh my goodness.
He fell on the ground, we helped him, and the instructor said, hey, whoever wants to, you know, if it's too much of a shock, whoever wants to redo this, you can. And I said, no way, man, I've worked too hard for this. So after they took him out, the ambulance came, they took him. I continued and I passed the exam. I was so excited that when I did my cards, my little business cards, I went through my whole block telling them I got into real estate. So the excitement level was huge. Out of that marketing, I did about 9 sales on my street because of the excitement. Today, I'm still excited. After 30 years in the business, I still am excited the same way I felt then. You know, just recently, in 1 week, in 1 month, I got 10 listings. The excitement level was huge. With that comes a lot of challenges because now you're trying to close deals.
Right.
So I was telling Stephanie earlier that right now the emotional state of mine is just kind of crazy because deals are going here and going there and we're trying to close them. But no matter what, the excitement level is still high. I can't lose it. If I lose it, I'm afraid, after 30 years, I get still the tendency of, man, I can't lose this excitement because if I lose it, then I'm gonna fall into, I call it the trap. I fall into the trap where I feel sorry for myself, but I can't do that. I gotta continue on. So the excitement level has to stay. We're in August. I have to work extra hard from now to about November to get ready for next year. So that, it's a mindset. Everything's a mindset.
Everything's a mindset, you're right.
My mindset is telling me I have to stay excited, I have to work hard, I have to start getting another 10, 15 listings before the end of the quarter to be able to be ready for next year. That's what's driving me. That's the excitement. That's what drives me in this business, to be able to make deals happen, to find the deal, to make it work and then close it.
So how's that 100 sites for the year?
It's elusive. I'm not going to give up on it.
It's still there, right?
It's still there. I'm not going to give up on it, but I'm behind. I mean, realistically, I'm behind. I think I'm going to close 40 by the end of this month. I'll be 40 deals, so I'll be 60 short, but I can still do it. I mean, I just have to work a little more harder and do more marketing. How
has the environment here at Century 21 and Better Service, how has that affected this process, your life?
Greatly. It has greatly, just made a huge difference in my life. When I see people doing better than I am, I feel good for them. I don't envy them. I don't get, I like it because it drives me to say, man, if they could do it, I could do it too. So
it's a positive challenge.
No, it is. It is. There's a word I'm looking for, but I can't seem to find it. It's
inspiration.
I admire them. I don't think bad about them. I admire them because I say, okay, they're going to do it.
Because you know what they're going through, because you've gone through it.
Exactly. So there's a difference when you see someone in the office doing really well, and they envy them. But if they can switch the envy to admiration, to admire what they're doing, then it's a positive feedback for me, and I work harder, and they work harder, and it's a positive thing that builds up. It's not a negative. So yeah, that's what really makes a difference in our office.
So what does the future hold for Steven? The real estate future, what do you see?
I still see myself doing real estate for the next maybe 20, 30 years. And I strongly believe that the next 20 years are going to be the best years of my real estate career, because of the level that I've been with the new, when a buyer or seller wants to see who you are, they look at the reviews. And I'm huge for that. I have about 30 something reviews right now, and clients are looking at them. So that alone has propelled my business to another level. I want to send out, I want to invest about $100,000 into the business. That's my goal. In return, that $100,000 will, I think, is going to triple.
It always does, right?
And that's why I have to stay at 100 deals. I think I'm going to pass it. I really do. Maybe not this year, but if I invest 100,000 from now to next year this time, I think I'm going to go over 100,000. But it's a mindset now. I have to think that way. I have to do $100,000, reinvest it, and become a machine. Just like when they build a car,
Assembly
line to do the mailers and to do my other type of marketing, which is the online marketing, the Redfin, just do other stuff, open houses, buyers. I'm huge with buyers right now. I want to work with buyers because it's a faster sale, but at the same time the listings are coming. So it's
you have a well-balanced
yes.
business.
I think 60% are listings and 40% are sales.
And that's what I recommend for people to have.
Yes.
You're right on target. And it's just amazing. I'm talking here to Steven, right? When I met Steven, he lived in Cudahy,
Yes.
the city of Cudahy. Steven has had the blessing of traveling throughout the world, staying at the best hotels, eating the best foods, and just being with the best people. And this is what this career offers. The ability to change your mindset and the ability to be passionate about your business after 30 years in the business. And that's something that you that are watching this can experience if you make up your mind to be different, right? Yes. You're different than everybody else. If you're different and you're willing to do that, then amazing things can happen in your life. Steven, thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you for being part of our family, and I look forward to some amazing 100+
yes,
years.
For
yes?
Sure. Yes.
All right. Thank you,
you.
Steven.